So Lisa and I are just sitting here having a look at the tree out front, and what we notice is that the maple branches are really starting to infringe on the alliums down below. So, and it's looking like quite a mess. So I'm going to go over there and do something about it. This is what I'm going to use for tools. We got some secateurs, and we've got the sword.
Oh.
So take the sword over.
Okay.
So first I got to get in here because there's so many perennials. I don't want to squish all my alliums because they're very tender, kind of like green onions. So I'm just going to start clearing away some branches off the maple.
Oh, that was fast. I missed it.
And another one. Very sharp saw. And then I'm going to make a finishing cut here on this one.
Oops.
So there's no stub left over. So after I'm done, you won't even be really able to tell that I was here, except that everything will look a lot cleaner and neat, and the perennials will no longer have branches resting on them. Okay, now just go around the bottom of the tree and look for things that are a little too low. So once I raise the line of the tree in one spot, I want to match it on the other side of the tree. So this one here can go. And then a finishing cut. Nice and clean. There we go. Don't leave a stub.
It smells like onions on here.
Yeah, it's because I'm stepping on them. Okay, let's see what else we've got. Alisa, can you go grab my secateurs?
I don't know what that means.
Those are the little pruners over there.
Yep. Got him.
Okay. Bring them over. Thank
Delivery.
you. So those are the bigger cuts I make with the saw, and then the smaller stuff I'm just going to do with the secateurs.
Okay.
So anything under about 1/2 inch in diameter, it's better to cut in with this. Just a lot easier, makes a nice clean cut. This guy here is crowding.
Wait.
So this branch here, there's long term, it's just going to grow into everything else. So I'm going to get rid of that now. This isn't a high maintenance tree. It just needs a few cuts every year, and generally to balance it or to bring up the crown a little bit, and then to tuck in some branches that are overextended compared to the rest of the tree. And you see in this case, it's growing right into my pine. I don't like that because obviously that's a very ornamental tree. I want to keep it that way. So all I'm going to do is just train the tree up and over this pine for now. So I take this big branch here, I just cut that one right off, right at where its origin. So that already takes quite a bit back. It takes a lot of weight off the branch. The branch springs right up. And then I'm going to do that again up here. Take a little branch off. And then this is kind of crowded in here. So I'm going to train this away from the pine. That and this one is kind of redundant, but I'm going to keep it for now and just cut it back right to there. Oh, and then it springs up into the other one. So I realize, oh, I can cut it back farther until it's no longer redundant. That's pretty good right there. And then this one, we want to make this long-term trained away from the pine. So that's pretty good for now. That's all, less is more. A few cuts every year. Don't make big cuts. You don't need to make big, harsh cuts every year. Just a few. Okay, that looks pretty good. And then I just walk out here and have a look around. And things that are growing down, if I want them to grow up, if they're going too low or they're going to be too low next year, I can just nip them back to a lateral branch. And if something's kind of growing in the direction I don't want, because I want to keep this pine nice and free. Come on over here, Lisa. Oh, this one here, it's kind of growing, it's low and it's growing sort of down into the yard. I want it to go up more. So I'm going to prune it back to its origin here. Branch springs up.
Lightning.
This one I don't really need. See, all I'm really doing is raising the height of this subtly, so you won't be able to tell. It's not harsh. I'm not making big cuts. And then I just walk around and I look for other ones, other redundant branches. So this one's a bit redundant. It's also a little bit too low, so I'm going to take that right off. There we go. And then over here, so this is the sidewalk going into the front door. So a branch like this, I want this tree to kind of go up. I don't want people to be dodging this as it gets older. So I train it now. I take off these branches that are going down and toward the sidewalk, back to their origin. That's okay for this year. I'll probably prune this back next year. And I could right now, or I could just leave it. Right now, walk under it, it's no problem. Now here, this tree is going to be a broad tree, so definitely want to slow it down in a few spots. And this one's coming right out toward the sidewalk. I can nip that one back to a lateral bud, or I can take it right off at the main branch. When I'm mowing my lawn, what's happening? Running into the bush. It's not too good. So we want to clear this away from, and I keep this stuff, I keep it as long as I can because it's feeding the tree. Every single leaf is photosynthesizing, it's producing carbohydrates, it's feeding the tree. So we want it to do that for as long as possible before we decide to remove them. So I'm going to again take minimalist approach here, just take off a few little branches. And of course when I do, it takes the weight off the end of the tree and it springs right up. Now I can mow this a little easier. Take this off. And this branch has now become redundant. It's growing over where I'm mowing. It's also, it's kind of low and it's kind of redundant down here. So I'm going to get rid of this way back to here. Let's see what happens. Now it's sprung right up into this other branch. We basically don't even need this one anymore. Well, actually, I'm going to keep it. I'm going to need my saw for that one because it's a big cut. Then we go to the next one.
Ooh, lightning.
As long as I can mow, I'm pretty happy. So I don't want to take off more than I have to because it's, you know, it's nice privacy. It's nice to look at.
That's close, dude. The lightning to the thunder, that's close.
Yeah, we got some thunderstorms tonight. So that's it. That's all I'm doing for right now. That might be all I need to do this year. So that's basic maintenance on a shade tree in your yard. That's all you need to do. It's taken me 10 minutes. I made a few cuts. It's cleaned things up, and we have a nice healthy tree.